Okay, I want to take a look at an interesting cut here. Here's the last two of these PVC tees. First, imagine line right down the center of it. Let's say right about here. Let's go a little bit past that. Let's go over to here. In fact, better to go a little too far than not far enough. We're going to cut right through here. We can always cut a little more off later if we need to. We can always cut, cut back this way. But let's cut in here now. We're going to start. Here's the center. It's going to be like we're about 3/8 of an inch past the center. I'm going to put this pipe in here. Keep my hands out of the way. Same thing with the next piece of pipe. Next tee.
When you're cutting the PVC fitting, making sure that it's up flush against the fence and parallel to the cut of the saw blade, and make sure that the support pipe that's holding the fitting is parallel to the fence.
What this is going to do is it's going to clip over a piece of pipe. It looks like I need to take a little bit more off. Try that again. Bingo. That's the way you want it. Let's check the second tee. Needs a little more off. Good. I'm clipping it on the pipe. Slip this pipe back. We're going to cut right through here. So I'm going to flush the blade with that side of the fitting. I'm going to hang on to this piece. In fact, I'm going to just cut that piece in half. So here's what we ended up with. We're going to use every scrap, all these pieces we have use for. I'm going to do the second one now. Pipe this back from this edge here. Lining the saw blade right along this edge. Cut this in half. Here's the cutout from the hole. Here's the base. Just set it up here to make it easy to work on it. I'm going to put a screw right in the center of this cross. It's real easy. There's a mark in the casting there. It's going to be easier to find the center. Now I'm going to take the hole. It's right here already in the center of this the base. Screw in it. The center of that hole I just made. Get a mark right around the edge here. that off. We're going to take these 4 pieces of PVC and we're going to glue them right up to the edge of these marks. Pieces we just cut off of the T. Go ahead, we'll screw this back in. Shoot a screw down through all 4 of these points, right through that piece we just glued on. Here we've got the whole composter basically upside down, got the trash can in it, base is going to sit on. I'm going to try to figure out what length to make these 4 legs. I'm just going to just measure between all these. I'm going to take all 4 of them and I'm going to cut some pieces just a little long. And for what I've got here, I'm going to go 28 3/4, which should be just a little long. If I need to, I can cut them down shorter. Okay, I got my 4 pieces cut. Notice all these are aligned. I'm going to put these in. This joint is never going to be glued. Looks like I got about 3/4 of an inch in there. And I think I'm going to take about another 1/4 inch off of these. That way if the base starts to sag down, it'll just start resting on the top of the trash can. I don't think I want it to sag 3/4 of an inch down. I can live with it sagging maybe 1/4 to 1/2. So I'm going to take this apart and shorten all these by 1/4 of an inch. Okay, I've shortened these 4 pieces up just so you can see it done. You have a piece stuck in, you walk it out. Work it back and forth and around. You walk it out. I'm going to glue the pieces into the base. I'm not going to glue them into the coop. That's so I can take the whole thing apart, basically split it in half if I want to move it, take it through a narrow opening, put it in a truck, all those good things. Okay, I'm just going to show what it looks like. I'm not going to put it together now. When we want to finally assemble it, push these all in. I'm going to shoot a screw in all 4 corners to hold it from coming out. And that will be that. If you want to, you can back the screws out, take the base off. We've got a much smaller thing to move around. You can even take the base off and set the coop on the lawn, and the chickens can eat the lawn through that one little hole. I don't know how handy that will be, but you could do it if you wanted to.